This Ballooncast episode is based on Mark Manson's weekly newsletters. Mark Manson is a New York Times bestselling author. Levels, pre-intermediate up. In last week's newsletter, Mark asked his readers to think of someone they compare themselves to regularly and find ways in which they might be wrong. Here are some answers he got. All the names here are fictitious. Gemma is trading jealousy for compassion. I'm money obsessed. How much does everyone make? How much did their new car cost? How much did they spend at that restaurant for their birthday? And so on. I've got a very bad tendency to hyper-focus on the cost of everything and compare that to how little I've got and how I can't afford that car, meal, whatever. I'm not proud of it, but manage to keep it to myself most of the time. Today I was talking to a friend about another friend of mine and how much she's recently spent on something for her new kitchen, which is being renovated. But then after reading your email, I really felt awful. It was what you said about people's internal struggles that we don't see. I know my friend struggles with her mental health. She's been very open, and I've been there for her in some very tough spots. I suddenly realized that yes, she may have an amazing new kitchen, but her mental health is fragile, and her internal struggles are what I should be concerned about, not her darn renovation. So, thank you. I won't compare myself with her financially again. My health is my wealth, and I'm so lucky that my health is good, even if my kitchen is a bit poor. Hannah was able to reframe how she sees her competition. I recently found myself comparing myself to a competitor in my field. I thought, every time she launches, she makes 300 or more sales, but I only make 50 or so. After reading this email, it dawned on me. What she has in external numbers must mean a huge team to pay. She also has kids. I don't, so her expenses are naturally higher. She lives in the United States and has a mortgage to pay off. She must work around the clock. What about me? I have a very favorable profit margin and live in a luxury apartment with an ocean view in Mexico. Most of my money stays in my pocket. There's a chance that my very breezy workload gives me more freedom and quite possibly more personal income to enjoy. I designed my business the way I wanted. She designed it the way she needed. This was a powerful reframe for me. Maria pointed out that this unhelpful comparison can be with yourself. You didn't mention comparing your today you to your 5 years ago you. That's the battle I fight every single day. I just had a baby 2 months ago and I keep comparing my body and emotions to how I was 5 years ago. I was obviously a couple size smaller and I had a better grip on my emotions. I've been telling myself that 5 years ago I didn't have a baby. 5 years ago I lived in another country. 5 years ago I had a stable job. I have to stop comparing myself to that person. I am not her anymore. Today's me have faced so many challenges and come out winning. I moved to another country where no one wants to hire me, and I adapted. I helped my family adjust to our new environment. I created my second little human, like damn girl. I remind myself that I am stronger than I was 5 years ago and that I have a whole lot to be thankful for, which I am. Finally, a question from LP I'd like to answer for the benefit of all who find themselves in the same situation. I have struggled greatly with depression in the past few months. My life is full and it should be fulfilling. I'm far better off than many others in the world. If my situation is so wonderful compared to the lives of others, why is it so hard for me to be happy? My comparisons are different compared to others, but I don't know how to stop or even if I should. Any advice? Your life is full, but full of what? Full of things other people would be happy with, or full of things that you are happy with? It sounds like you've put all of your energy into winning the comparison game rather than stepping away from it. And that can leave you in an awkward position of having a great life on paper, but not being satisfied with any of it. Here's a starting point. If you had to spend your life doing things with total anonymity, that is, no one would ever know how successful or unsuccessful you were at anything, what would you spend your time doing? Find that and pour everything into winning at that game.